have mastered the science of making him want you. And on today's episode of Fairy Dust TV, I am going to unveil those secrets to you, my pretty. Hello, and welcome to a brand new episode of Fairy Dust TV. I'm your host, Jen Burton, romantic fairy godmama for smart, successful, single women around the world. Today's topic, make him want you. Now, before we get started on today's topic, let me just confess to you, if you haven't already figured this out, if you haven't, you really haven't been paying attention. I, Jen Burton, am a total bona fide dork. But I have a very seductive power about me with men. Something that I discovered for the first time in 2006 during my magical dating experiences that led me to the love of my life and 10 years with him. Now, why do I mention this? Because this is something I want you to experience too. And you don't have to be picture perfect, have the most seductive voice, have the most seductive glance, have the most seductive anything in order for you to tap into this irresistible power. And I'm not joking. This shit is intoxicating. And you do need to experience it. Now, I know we're all scared of it, really owning our seductive power with men. We're terrified of it, many of us. But you don't have to be. And I want to tell you today about 3 different ways you can tap into this and make him want you at the same time. Ready? Number 1. This is so simple. I don't want you to pretend to want something that you don't want. So there's a lot of shit-ass dating advice out there. Things like, pretend that you don't want a relationship and that you're not looking for anything serious and, all kinds of crap, candy-coated crap info out there, and I don't want you to do it anymore. So during my magical dating experiences back in 2006, I was dating a handful of guys, and one of them, which was a much younger guy, and I was doing all kinds of romantic research, asking these guys different things, but this one specific, much younger guy, I wanted to know. I was like, why was he so interested in me when we had such a large age gap? And the first thing he told me, he basically said, he's like, you're so sexy. And from what I found is that older women know what they want. Okay, let me repeat that. He said, older women know what they want. Now, if I had told him the truth is that most of us have no clue what we want half the time. But the reason he had gotten this impression is that as we age, we do start to settle and become more comfortable with who we are and what we want if we allow ourselves to be. Now, again, I do work with women from all around the world, typically in their 30s and up, and a lot of them still haven't decided what they want exactly. But I do not want you to shy away anymore or pretend to want something that you want. So if you don't want a sexually casual relationship, then don't participate in a sexually casual relationship anymore. Don't do that. If a man asks you what you're looking for, tell him I would like to be married if that's what you want. If you don't know, it's okay to say that you don't know. So yes, it's very sexy to know what you want, but if you don't know, all you have to do is be okay with the fact that you don't know. Just own it. Say, right at this moment, I'm not quite sure, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. Which brings me to number 2. And that is, if you want him to really want you, you've got to keep your options open. Here's the thing. Men, when they haven't decided that they want you for a relationship yet, don't get there by you focusing your undivided attention on him. In fact, that is too much for a man to process. So I want you to do what I did back in 2006, and I want you, if love the way you've been doing it is not working out, I want you to cast aside that whole let's put all my attention on him and let's just hope it works out and pray and keep my fingers crossed and pray some more and ask all my girlfriends about all of his moves, and instead turn your attention to all of the other men. Because all you really need is a handful, like I had, of great options in men, and the universe is going to say to you, here, my lady, what again is it what that you want? with your love life versus when you put all of your attention on him and he hasn't decided yet that you're the one, you're going to short circuit his ability to love, adore, and cherish you. Now, I teach something called mantourage dating, which is essentially dating more than one man at a time until you find your forever man. Or for those of you that we mentioned before about not knowing exactly what you want, indefinitely, if you so choose. And all it is a handful of men, maybe bare minimum two to say 5 men that you are dating, not necessarily sleeping with, but that you are dating and exploring genuine romantic options with, okay? Which brings me to number 3. Dos, tres. Number 3. If you want to make him want you, use playful yet strategic communication with him. Now, again, I know you can't lie to me. I know what happens when you really like a guy, and if he pulls his attention away a little bit, next thing you know, you're bombarding him with messaging. Or you go for months and months without talking to him at all. And both of those can work against you. You, because I'm training you to be an adored woman like you deserve to be, now we'll start to use playful yet strategic communication with him. One of the places that I teach this playful yet strategic communication that's so powerful and effective is in my Make Him Want You Again online class. And you can get that class at www.makehimwantyouagain.com. And this class is very effective for getting a guy's attention again that possibly isn't paying you the attention that you want, or maybe he's gone MIA on you, or has told you things like he's not ready for a serious relationship, or if you've had a recent breakup, all those different scenarios can be addressed in this class. So go check it out. But playful yet strategic communication, not over communicating with him, because over communication with a man that's not communicating with you at the same level is like smacking him in the face repeatedly and pushing him away as hard as you can. Now, I want to address something that I have heard other people talk about. I will not name names, and it's something called the no contact rule. Now, the no contact rule can be effective, but isn't always, and it isn't necessary in every situation. And I know I've been doing this long enough and helped enough women around the world, and I've used it in my own love life to know no contact isn't necessarily the most effective way to get a man's attention or make him want you. So it's something to consider, and another good reason to check out makehimwantyouagain.com. So in conclusion today, lover girl, yes, I confess, I'm a bona fide dork. I say things incorrectly. I have had some of the funniest dates you've ever heard of and embarrassed myself to I even stutter over talking about this because I've embarrassed myself pretty badly on dates in the past. But I own who I am. I've learned how to communicate with men, have fun with them. I don't pretend ever to want something that I don't want. And I've always, when I was dating, kept my options open. And these are 3 very important secrets, Insider Romantic Fairy Godmama secrets for you to use as well in your dating life. Something that will pay you in romantic dividends time and time again. You have to remember, if you've been doing this dating thing and it's not working out for you the way that you want it to, it's time to really assess how you've been doing it and start to tweak so that your love life can become everything that you want it to be. I will see you in the next episode of Fairy Dust TV, Lover Girl. And here's to you, having him your way. Ciao.